feel like I need to write a script for this video because there's so much I want to say and I keep starting and I don't know where to start. So, hi everyone! I just got back from my first VidCon a couple of days ago and it was the most incredible, life-changing experience I could have ever asked for. So when I went into VidCon, I kind of expected it to be just a lot of walking around trying to meet different creators. Like, for a long time that was what VidCon was to me. Like, a year ago I tried going because I wanted to meet Markiplier, who, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but is one of my favorite YouTubers. It stopped being about meeting people and it started being about all the incredible things that I was able to learn about myself and what I want to be doing with this channel. Oh my god, I can't even explain the feelings I was having. So pretty much the first thing that happened when I was at VidCon was I actually got to meet Markiplier. That was like in the morning, first thing in the morning when I went there on the first day. And when I went up there and I got to meet him and I hugged him and everything I wanted to say just floated out of my head. And the most that I could tell him was,
"It's so nice to meet you."
You know, with the tone of like someone who's like completely just frazzled and overwhelmed and with everything. And I was a little bit disappointed, obviously, because there was so much more that I wanted to say to him, and I was really conscious of how many people were in line behind me, so I didn't really want to say, like, take up so much time. But I walked away feeling a little bit sad. I kind of felt like that would be the high point of my trip, and, you know, I was kind of disappointed. But afterwards, so I quickly found out that it wasn't about meeting the creators. It wasn't about what I said to them. It was about what they said to me, either directly or indirectly, that really made the experience worthwhile. So the first panel I went to was Markup Liars QA. He didn't really take questions from the audience. It was more of a kind of talking about his experiences and who, like, a lot of the questions were kind of like, who am I, why am I, like, doing this, what am I doing, what am I, like, on this channel for? And he made a vlog about it on the day that I recorded this, and you can go check that out. But a lot of the things he said really resonated with me. He talked a lot about, you know, self-doubt, putting up content that you believe in, and letting your channel be a reflection of yourself. And I think I wrote down a quote here.
Your motivation has to derive from something so central to your character that it is a representation of who you are. And if you let your doubts prevent yourself from starting, then you'll never get there.
And that kind of shook me because I don't know if I've ever addressed this. I might have, but basically everything I do is just riddled with, like, self-doubt, and I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this. Like, when I first started doing these videos, I was, you know, recording over and over and over again. Like, every little mistake I would stop. And there was just so much self-doubt, and sometimes, even now, I've tried to vlog so many times, but I just, you know, I didn't because, or I tried it, then I didn't put it up because I thought it was bad, or I thought it was stupid, or I thought that it wasn't perfect. And after that panel, I realized that the point isn't to be perfect. I'm here because I want to make people happy. Every time that I get a comment saying that someone loves watching my videos, or even just like the smallest thing, it makes everything worth it, because I made someone smile. Those comments mean so much to me, and it's not about me. It's trash. I shouldn't have opened my windows. It's really hot. But I'm just gonna wait for that to pass. Should I close my... Yeah, I'm gonna close my windows. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that's better. But like I was saying, it's not about me. I'm not on this channel because I want to be famous or anything. I just want to make people happy. But at the same time, I want this channel to be myself. I want it to be a reflection of who I am. I don't want to be like someone who just puts up their best face and like someone who just does it for the views. It's not about numbers, it's about the people. It's about every individual person. And like, not only that panel, but the entire weekend was so just creatively inspiring to me, because everyone there had such a connection with, you know, the creators had a connection with their viewers, the viewers had connections with each other, and it was just beautiful. And it made me realize that it's not about trying to learn the popular songs as fast as possible. It's about putting up something that I'm so passionate about that it makes other people passionate too. I want this to be something that I'm proud of. I want to be able to wake up and be so excited to put up a video because it's something that I believe in. And whether it's like music, like a song that I've loved for a long time, or whether it's a song that one of you suggests to me that I fall in love with, like when I did Colors from Straight Outta Oz that Thomas recommended to me, it instilled like a passion in me for that music. If I'm trying to please an audience, then that's great, but it doesn't mean anything if it doesn't mean anything to me. I think that the core of what I'm trying to say is that I finally know what I want to do with this channel, at least, and I just, you know, I want to put that light into someone's life that I felt this weekend, because I've never ever felt like that. I've never ever felt so driven and so inspired to do these videos. I mean, something that Mark said also is that it doesn't matter if it's bad or embarrassing. I mean if you don't put it up, then, you know, it's that self-doubt again. And if you keep doubting yourself, then you're never going to get anywhere. So I want to do more with this channel. I want to keep doing music, obviously, but I want to do the things that I've always wanted to do but told myself I shouldn't because it was going to be bad, or it was not going to, people weren't going to like it. If I keep thinking that to myself, then I'm never going to improve, and I'm just going to be complacent. I'm just going to be putting up videos because I feel like I have to. So I want to start putting up original songs that I've been writing, and I want to start putting up vlogs, and I want to start putting up more often because, again, to me, this is about putting a smile on someone's face, and it's about making someone's day a little bit brighter, but it's also about being happier with myself, and it's about never losing that passion that I put into this channel when I started, because I lost that passion for a little bit, and I continue to lose that passion sometimes. But this feeling that I've been talking about, that I've been getting, that I've got from being at Vidcon, I want to make sure that it never ever goes away. I want to make sure that I'm always doing something that I love no matter what, and I want to make sure that I'm doing right by myself, because if I keep being perfectionist about my content, then I'm not allowing myself to grow. I think I've talked about this before. I feel like my purpose here is to bring happiness to others, and that's what I want this channel to be. I want it to be about happiness for myself and for you guys. So, you know, I don't think any of the creators I talk about are going to be watching this, but I want to say thank you to Vidcon and to Markup Liars and to MatPat and to everyone else who said something to me this weekend that has built up this fire in me that I don't ever want to go away. I love doing this, you guys. I love it so much, and if I allow myself to become complacent, or if I just let myself do the bare minimum, then that's something else that Mark said. If you're just doing the bare minimum, then that's nothing to be proud of. It's nothing to look back on and think that you did right by yourself and right by your audience, and it's just not worth it. So I think if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this, it's that you should always, always do the things that you're passionate about. And if there's something that you're pushing for, if there's something that you want to go for, whether it's like you want to be a YouTube creator as well, or if you want to do anything, if you have a dream, then go for it. Because if you don't get there in like a few months, that's okay. I feel like I'm quoting Mark so much, but something else that he said, it doesn't matter if you can't draw as good as the guy who's been drawing for 10 years, because he's been drawing for 10 years. He's had that practice and that experience, and if you allow that to make you feel that you shouldn't be doing something because you're not good at it yet, or you don't have the experience, it's because you haven't had that experience. So go for it, because it's going to be worth it, and you're going to grow either way, and when you get to that point that you want to be, you're going to look back and you're going to be so glad for everything you overcame. And, you know, even in a year from now, I want to look back at this video and think that I made myself proud, and that I did right by myself, and I want to be proud of who I was and of who I am and who I will be. And I'm not ever going to be able to do that if I don't push myself, and I'm never going to be able to do that if I'm not doing the things that make me proud as much as doing the things that I think will make you happy, because I just want to spread that happiness. I want to spread this light that I have inside me, that I felt inside me throughout the entire weekend, and I want to keep it, and I want to give it away, and there's so much that I want to do, and it's all revolving around this feeling of needing to make myself happy and make you happy. I've said that so many times, but I've always thought that it's impossible to waste your time as long as you're doing something that is spreading a little happiness, whether it's to yourself or to someone else, and that's the reflection of myself that I want this channel to be. So I don't know if I've made a point in this video at all. I hope I have, but regardless, I'm going to try so much harder, and I hope that if you have a dream that you're pushing towards, that you will try with me, and we'll try together, and we'll get there together. Because if you're pushing yourself, that's the only direction you can go. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble through this. I've been talking about this on my Instagram and Snapchat story throughout the entire weekend, and I know that people might be sick of it, but it's so close to my heart. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you for supporting me, whether it's just because you're watching this video or because you've been subscribed for a long time. Thank you. I have a couple ideas for what I want to do in the near future, so keep on the lookout for that. And again, I can't say this enough, thank you. However many videos of mine you've watched, just it makes me really happy to think that I'm worth someone's time, and I want to make you proud if I am. So thank you again for watching. Leave me a like or a comment or a subscribe if you want, and I mean it this time. I'll see you very soon. Bye. I hope I can edit this down. It's so long. Bye.